Christina, it's so nice to see you. What time of the day is it there? Oh, wow, you must have just gotten up. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm really happy to get a second to talk to you because there's a channel I watch called The Half-Assed Crafter and Vagabond Style, and they were talking about the glue book paper dolls or the magazine paper dolls, and your name was mentioned as one of the first people that they found. Oh, I'm having a heart attack. Give me a minute. One of the first people they found that had actually shown some videos on how to do that. And so they recently had a session with Shannon Green. And, you know, we all relate to certain people differently. And she was fun, but, I feel like there are a lot of people that do similar things and they're great too. So I was just wondering if there would be any time that you and I could get together and maybe do either a live or a video of magazine art. Do you have any free time? Maybe we could email each other and figure out something like that. Sorry, my desk is a mess. I've been fussy cutting a bunch of stuff. So today I wanted to work on some little tiny journals. Now, I have had some of these journals covered and done for a year probably, but I haven't been able to get a chance to share them. So I thought I'd do that today. Oh, that's okay. But if you'd like to do a video, that would be nice. So these were actually made from little boxes. I have one here. This one is a little box that came off of Temu. I will email you then, Christina, and we can chat about it. But they had stickers in them, so they were just a little tiny pack of stickers. This one was a little tiny pack of stickers. This one as well. So I have covered them. This one, I can't remember what it was. It was probably like a medicine bottle, like if you, medicine bottle. Like if you get a pain relief cream or you get something that comes in a box, you can make these little tiny journals. I thought I had a couple more, but I'm not sure where they are at the moment. So I think we'll just, I'll just work with these and show you how I do them. I also have a piece of fabric. This is just muslin, but I used this muslin when I was doing some painty papers, and I decided to paint and spray on it. And it's got some beautiful hues of purple, and then it has some gold spatters on it. So I thought maybe I would use this to cover one of the little books. But let me show you basically, whoops, the process. So with this one, you want to find where the seam is. So the seam, oops, darn it. The seam, I think, is right here where I was starting to tear. I don't want it to tear all the way off. That's right here. Hi, Bex. How are you doing? Good to see you. Now, when you open your box, whatever type of box you choose to use, you don't want to now this one has an extra flap, so this one I can cut off, but you don't want to cut off your regular flaps because hi, how's everybody doing? I'm going to give me a second here and I will get you guys set up for moderation. That way, if you want to check in on anybody, anybody's channel, you can. Yes, Bex, it's a lot of fun to do that. Okay, I think I got everybody. But you don't want to cut off your little flaps because when you're using a box like from your medicine or whatever you have, sometimes they're not really sturdy. So whenever you get them, and you open them up, the first thing you want to do is you just want to go around the different edges and fold them in, and then you'll end up gluing them down. So I'm going to actually, I don't know, I'll see if I can get that one to glue down straight. I'm going to use my glitter glue because I think it will be a little sturdier. Maybe I'm going to use my glitter glue. Oh, Bex, what are you up to today? Are you just hopping around or were you planning on live today? Sorry, my chair's creaky. Hi, TK. How are you doing? Hi, kitty. How are you guys? Tell me what you're doing today and what fun things and all the things. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, for a mini candy box journal? So is that like kind of what I'm doing, making it out of a candy box, or are you talking about the actual shape of a candy? That's interesting. I'll have to, I don't know if I saw it. Is it nice out, kitty? I know here it's nice. It's just cool, you know? So that's just typical of this time of year. So this is what I do is I just make sure that I fold in all of those edges. Hey, chickadee. What you doing? It's going. I'm just using some little boxes. I got some stickers off Temu a long time ago. And I'm just showing how I reinforce it before I cover it. So I'm just putting a little bit of glue on here. And if you don't know Mama Juju, April is her real name. But she is a hoot and a holler. Oh. And I'm not sure exactly what state she's from, but she has the cutest accent. So if it's, and she's always very animated and fun. So if you have a chance to pop on over to her channel, she's a lot of fun. Oh, Mississippi. What is it? M crooked eye? No. M-I crooked eye, crooked eye. I forget that. What is that little jingle? You're welcome, April. I don't think I know anybody from Mississippi but you. It was always fun in school. Spelling Mississippi. Okay, so after you fold in all those little tabs, you get this little book. Isn't it cute? So it's basically now a little journal. You can decide if you want to use it um, this way and open it up, or you could even use it this way and do one going the other way. So now what I need to do is I need to cover it, and I'm going to use some of my fabric that I dyed, and I might not have to use very much of it because there's various ways to do this. If you have a sewing machine, you can do it differently, but I'm afraid, let me check something real quick. I'm afraid if I just, all right, that'll be fine. I know they're so cute, but I've had all these little ones and smallish ones made, and I had some other ones, but I don't know where they are at the minute. Another thing that I like to do, I don't know if any of you have ever done this, but I save oops, sorry, I'm having a crash here. Where is my little, fiddle faddle. What I was going to say is you can also make these cute little boxes out of thread spools. I don't know if you guys have ever done that before. That's cute. Thomas, I'm not going to be on very long, so I'm not taking any guests today. Plus, I'm using my phone and I can't see to let people in. Well, I cut that like way crooked. But I had a spool here that's so I have to read it. Double a letter, dot a letter, crook a letter, crook a letter, dot a letter, crook a letter, crook a letter, mump a letter, dot a letter. That's so cute. Where did that come from? Do you remember? I don't know. It sounds like something Opie would say, or Leave It to Beaver or something. Okay, so I just cut this the same size as the actual journal because I want to fray it, and then when I fold it, hopefully it will still have enough room for the give. And then I'm going to put another frayed piece on top, and hopefully we won't notice so much the trim. So, or the edge of the book, I want to say. Dang, why does that glue up so fast? You did? Well, I bet they have it has a lot of cool imagery in it. Christina, that's on here, she does glue booking as well. I have to get back into mine. I think one day I will do a pink one or something. So because this is muslin, it's pretty forgiving as far as being able to, you don't have to worry about it stretching over the spine so much, is what I'm saying. So there's the front. This little thing wants to be crooked. So there's the front, and we could actually use, hi Janet, how are you doing, love? So good to see you. It is nice. Sunday is a nice day to relax and do fun things with your family or whatever you want to do. So, if you all are not familiar, I am doing a collab this month, and the collaboration is about breast cancer awareness. And there is a list of prompts on my community page. So, if you decide that you want to participate, feel free to go over there, even though there's been 1 week already. You can definitely share in that. So it's okay if you are, you know, starting week 2. I don't mind. And like Janet, she actually did some of hers in advance because she is not going to be available the whole month to be crafting. So that one day, Janet, I think I got a lot of notifications. It was fun to see someone working on the collab. Okay, let me see if I can do this. Oh, okay, fun. So these are little sewing clips, and I don't know where these things were all my life, but I love them because they really make my life easier. And I do sew a tiny bit, but not enough that I had purchased them before. I just must have saw someone. Um, Hi, Jesse. I didn't see you pop in. I apologize. How are you? Thank you. Yeah, I use them on paper as well, just to kind of whenever things need to be glued or to hold something in place. They're wonderful. Okay, Christina, have a lovely day. Thank you for stopping by. Christina's actually from Australia, so For her, it's 7:45 in the morning. So she's just getting her day started. So with me making you all standard moderators, basically what that means is that you can just tap on the person's face in the icon on the stop on the okay, let me start again. You could just click on their face in the chat, their little icon, and it'll take you to the channel, but it won't take you out of the chat. So if there's someone you would like to subscribe to, you may do that and it won't take you out. Yes. Hubbies like football. Mine doesn't. He watches soccer with my son, and other than that, he's not much of a TV watcher. He watches YouTube though, because he likes to watch the he likes to watch like when they restore things. So he always has something like that on. Yeah, that's what happens when you're old. You get confused. Oh, thank you. You can call me whatever, girl, just as long as you don't call me late for dinner. That autocorrect gets me every time. Okay, so this is covered, and actually you can still see some of the journal peeking through, but I think once we manipulate it a little bit more, we should be able to get those edges to kind of seal. I'm going to see if I can put a tiny bit more glue in here. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Jessie. I'm going to turn my other light on. It's starting to get a little dark. Okay, so I'm not seeing the edge of the cardboard anymore. So I think this should be good. So let me just bend it and make sure there aren't any gaps. And I'm seeing a little bit right there, but I think it'll be okay once we put the paper in it. Okay, so there are a couple things that I like to use when I'm creating a journal, and I like to use pages that have come out of a book. I like to use scrapbook paper, whatever kind of paper I have available. And I like to use brown craft paper or paper bags. So with these, we're going to have to use something that's pretty flexible and will work in a small, my desk is terrible now, in a small book. So I'm going to take a piece of copy paper, if I can find a piece here. I'll just use a piece of this. So I don't think I need very much. So I can see what size I need. And then you can always go longer, or you can always go shorter as well, so that you can have some variety in your book. Cut the side of this one. So one thing about me is I hate measuring. Hey Deb, how are you? Good to have you. So I'm going to cut this just a little bit straighter and a tiny bit shorter. And I think we may have the size that we need for these little tiny boxes. Okay, so for this, we need to have something that is going to be I don't want centimeters. I'm not in Britain. I don't want centimeters. Yeah, me too. The smallest journal I've made is probably this size. I don't think I have any smaller than this that I can think of right at the moment, but I don't think so. You could, if you wanted to, like on this one is the same size cover. If you wanted to on this one, you could actually cut it down the side, which I don't mind doing that. Let's see if I can cut it straight. One thing I did notice, Jesse, is that these Tim Holtz scissors that I got that are the shears, they do make cutting a little straighter, a little bit easier. So actually, who asked me? April. I can cut this down and I could make one this small. So yeah, as long as you can get it in your hand to be able to manipulate it, and to be able to get, bind put the binding in. I don't see why you couldn't go as small as you wanted to, but okay, I'm going to use some tea paper. I'm going to use some of the, let's see, how long does that have to be? I probably have to use the next size up. So what did everyone do today? Did they have family day or relaxing day? Now in these you can put like, I don't know, it depends on, you know, what what you actually want to do with your little tiny journal. Oh, yeah. I did that, Kitty, and my husband went to Walmart and he came home livid because evidently the young man that checked him out didn't do a very good job and some of his stuff got left behind. So thank you.
No sé, nunca es que también, todas también enchicharradas las tuve que cortar todavía del árbol porque los que caen también desmoronosos, ya no sirve.
Ni los de maple.
Pues, no hay.
De la roja.
No, todavía no cae.
Okay.
¿Ves que está diferente?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I had to talk to my husband a moment. Oh my goodness, Deb. Is that what you do on Sundays? That's a lot of work, girl. I wonder if I have a bigger piece of that. Okay, I have 9,000 pieces of pinky paper that I can use. So let's cut this piece off. Oh, I hear you. My mom is convinced that even though we don't have children right now or you know, don't have that, we still get that nurturing and nesting feeling. So that I think happens to me sometimes because if you guys, I mean, you see this desk is an exemplary, this is exactly what my craft room looks like in general. And I really need to fix that, but I haven't yet. It's just like every day I want to work on something and I don't want to clean. But then I don't know, it's just a mess. Every time a mess. Okay, so this piece is kind of white and this piece is kind of white. So if you have, since these are pretty small, what I can do is, let me see if I have my vintage photo. And if I have a dauber, I'm not sure if this dauber will work. It should. It was used for black, so this is just a little tiny baby dauber. But where's my oh, fiddle faddle. So you can get a stencil out, any kind you have, and you can just go over it with the brown or whatever color you like best. I'm going to just do some brown, and just gives it something on the page, and you're still able to craft or put ephemera or a pocket or something over it. So I'm going to do this little bird over here because you always have to put a bird on it. Okay, so there we have a bird and some twigs. Let me put one more twig, sprig, twig. There we go. So that gave that one a little bit of life. And then on this one, I'm going to do this little, it's like a dragonfly, and this flower. I like these stencils because you can pick what you want to use, and they're a lot easier to use than, for me, than rubber stamps, because a lot of times with rubber stamps I just not a professional, that's all. Put another flower over here. Which other one do we have? We'll do this one right here. Okay. So now we have a couple different pieces. This one's also kind of white. What can I do other than stamping? We can just color it in general and make it kind of look like it's tea dyed rather than having just a white page. Okay, so that takes care of that one. And this one right here on the top, I'm going to leave white. Yes, you can do that. And as a matter of fact, I don't have my crocodile right now. It's still in storage from when I moved 2 years ago. I keep telling everybody, I need my crocodile. But what you can do with those, Deb, is exactly that. You can put your grommet or your whatever those things are called right in here, your eyelet, and then you can hook this on as a dangle to another journal. You can leave it without putting anything on it and just stick it in a pocket because it's not very thick. It's like what, a ½ inch thick? So it could still fit inside something in your journal. So, and this allows for more than one signature or a larger amount of papers, but I don't really let my brain think a minute. Here's some kind of, what is this? Seed catalog. I don't want that. I was just trimming out some magazine images. Oh, stars and garters. For let me see. Here's a fun page. It's just a painted book page. And I sprayed the ink on, and then I just kind of scraped it. This will give it some color. Good night, Kitty. Take care. I'll see you again soon. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, a tea bag. The tea bag, I think, needs to go the other way because we might be able to use it as, actually, I'm going to do this now before I forget. So if you drink tea, just save your tea bags, just scrunch them up and drain the tea out of them and save them because they're great for journals, tags, all kinds of stuff. And the reason being is that you may not realize it, but they're pretty sturdy. And so you could do a lot with them. Where is my needle? Okay. So I'm going to take this tea bag and I'm just going to fold it down at the corners. And I'm going to do that on the same side, on the other side as well. And then what we will have is an interesting page, but not only that, we'll have a pocket here. So with these, you don't have to use a whole lot of glue because you don't want it to still be able to open. I'm going to take, no, not this piece of paper. Here's a piece. I'm just going to take this and stick it in here and stick it in here so that it doesn't glue to itself, just in case. What did I do with my, did I put my green paper in there? Yeah. And I feel like I need something else that can go in here. This is a piece of, it was a tag from a handmade paper. Actually, I might have a piece of the handmade paper here. I don't know. Oh. I'm just going to cut this a little bit smaller. Stick that in the middle. Still make sure this is the right size. It is. And I really shouldn't be struggling for things to put in this because I have papers like crazy. I think this is a piece of mulberry paper. So we'll put a piece of that in because it kind of matches. And you can do fun things with the papers once they're bound and put into the journal. You can let me see what I have in my box over here. You can definitely, okay, here's some more pattern, not pattern, but let's check that. Check that. Here's a paper bag piece. Here's a ticket. So when you're doing a small journal, you're going to have a lot more that you can fold up and put in there. Okay. Here's a piece of floral. I think that's from one of my printables I have on my coffee shop. Piece of pink paper, and I thought I saw a library card or something in here, but I'm not finding it now. Okay. I think that we don't want to stuff it too full because once you start to decorate it, then you're going to, it's going to bulk up a little bit. So Nice to see you as well. Take good care. Thank you for stopping in. I think that might be too small. Let me add a piece of this paper bag and then we'll get it bound so you all can see what that looks like. And when you have a little tiny book, if you're going to make any of your pages, for example, a complete process, like maybe put pockets and things in it, it's good to try to do that before you get it bound, because it's so small, and if you're using your punches and things, it's going to be difficult to get that punch in there to actually punch the, I just want to punch a divot in here, and I hope it'll work. I'm not in far enough. This silly puncher thing is so crazy. That only wants to work half the time. So that'll have to do. Now this page is a little bit thicker too, because it has, it's kind of the bottom part of the bag. So, and there's also a little pocket right here. Let me put some glue up at the top. So I think that's about all I'm going to put into it at this point. I may just put, I was thinking if I could use part of this. Let me see. Let's see like this, if I can use a part of it to kind of go in the middle, because it's scalloped. Thought it would look pretty. Okay, now what I need is my awl. Let me see if I can find it really quickly. And a needle. So when I do this, I'm not in any way, shape, or form a bookbinder or have any special processes. So I'm just going to eyeball this and I'm going to put 2 holes in it, one on each side. I'm not going to do with these smaller books, I'm not going to do any kind of fancy stitching. I'm hoping that I can put a piece of seam binding in this. We'll see how it works. Okay. That went through a lot easier than the other one. Wonder why. Okay. Let me see. Do I have my needle somewhere? Okay. The seam binding I wanted to use, I was just going to use what I have. And I think what I have right now is either green or pink. So I think the pink might go better with that purple. So let me see if I can get it to work. So let me put this right here in the middle. And now I know where my holes need to be. So now I can press them through the cover. And I want to make sure that I get them in the middle because this has a little border thingy here. So goes through the box pretty easily. And goes through here. Okay. Now, where did my seam binding go? Hello. I also have some red polka dot ribbon over there, but I don't think I want to use that. Fiddle faddle. I knew this was probably going to give me trouble because I don't have a needle handy. I totally forgot about needing my needle. okay. If this doesn't soon work very well, I'm gonna have to sign off and finish up on a video because I can't find my needle. What time is it? Oh, it's only 7. Little before 7. Nope. Not gonna function. You're not asleep yet? Yeah. Well, I'm going to move this. I can't move it. Okay. I know there are needles, but I don't know if I have. No, those are not wide enough eyes. Oh, I think I have my pincushion right here, and I totally forgot. Totally forgot. Always would laugh at Martha. Oh, the kitty's sleeping. Because she would be like rifling through her stuff, and now here I'm doing the same thing. We're 2 peas in a pod, I think. And I always tell people I work better in the chaos, I suppose, because is there a bigger needle on here? No, that's the biggest eye, I think. Well, so yeah, that's why my craft room is so hideous, because I'm always going through stuff. And can never find anything, you know? Story of my life. My life story of not being able to find anything. Oh. Okay, now this is just ridiculous. If you ever wonder why they make waxed thread for bookbinding, now you know. I always say, Deb, that mine could be on an episode of Hoarders. Yeah, me too. I love pink and I love purple. I think I love I'm more drawn to purple, but it's kind of a funny thing about pink and purple. I love them, but it's not necessarily something that I would wear. I don't know why. I mean, I might wear a dark purple. What in the world? Okay, no wonder that didn't want to go through, because it was the wrong hole, maybe. My pliers. Part of my problem is that because I can't, I have to say I can finally stand now, which is a really big accomplishment for me because probably 3 or 4 months ago, I couldn't stand by myself without holding on to something. So I can stand, but I still have to have pretty much everything that I'm using right at my fingertips because if I don't, then I have a challenge reaching things. So that's part of the reason why I have this ridiculous chaos. So, yes, I had a couple falls with my knees, and I have osteoarthritis really bad. Uh-oh, I broke the head off that needle. Dang it. Where did it go? See if I can get this to go through here. So yeah, that's one of my issues. And then when I stopped working and walking all the time and on the go, like 12 hours a day, I gained weight. So that didn't help. And just waiting to see what will happen. Probably be able to get surgery. I'm hoping in the spring on my knee, one of my knees. And then there I go again, dealing with what was I going to say? Dealing with having boy, I'm a crappy tutorialist because I can't do anything. Yeah, I have a surgeon that I trust very, very much. I've seen him for several years and I trust him, and he's like not a old dude, he's like a middle-aged guy, so it's not like he's gonna disappear on me, hopefully. So I hope to get it done. Because if I go to him now and he says, yeah, you can get it done, I know he's not going to have anything scheduled or available right now, with it being the first of the year. I mean, close to the end of the year. So he's not going to really have anything a bit available until the end of the year. So, okay. Well, I finally got that through. Oh, am I bleeding now? Where? Did I poke myself? I don't feel that I did. Okay. So, I'm going to tie this in the middle with a little bow, and that will also look pretty on the inside. And then I'll show you the outside in just a second. Because usually you would tie it on, no, you would tie it on the inside, that's right. But with this one, oh, I know what it is. The head of the needle still in there. Let's get that off. There we go. So I mean, it looks, I like it kind of sticking out. It's cute. But once you finish designing whatever you're going to in here, your little, oops, I have it upside down. Your little pages, and you have your, oh, my tea bag page stuck to that one. I didn't think of it sticking to the. Once you have this all, decorated, you can put in it whatever you want. You can put some more pockets. You can put some more stamping, ephemera, whatever you want to put in it. Uh-oh. No, it's where it stuck together when I glued the pocket. Hate that. So that's okay. We will take our dauber and we will just daub this. Do a little daubing here and a daubing there. Oh, I was? Huh. Okay. Sorry. I didn't know what spooling meant. So that got a little stuck right there to our paper bag pocket, but I think we can find something to cover that up. So there, I just wanted to show you in my messy desk. Sometimes I announce my videos, hi, this is Jean from the messy desk. So I should have announced my live that way. But there are all the little tiny papers, and then you can put pockets or stamping, beads on these if you want to. Here's the little X that's on the spine. So you can definitely put a jump ring in here and hang some more. So you can do all kinds of lovely things. And if you really wanted to, you could use this journal this way. So since to me it looks kind of long this way, I think it would be cute using it up and down as well. And just flipping your pages like that. Yes, honey, I will. Thank you for reminding me. I can see it right here, so I can get rid of it. It's right there. I'll wrap it in a piece of tape or something. So then you can, and then when you're all finished, you'll probably want to put some kind of band on it to go around it so that it won't pop open. And when I decorate this, I think I'm going to decorate it the up and down way. So that's just cute. Just so cute. I hope you think so too. And I hope you had fun with this live coming from Jean's Messy Desk. And thank you for those that hung out with me. Deb, I am just so thankful I found you because you've been great. Thank you. And I'm not sure who else is here. Jessie still may be here. I'm not sure who else, but I love you all, and I'm so thankful. Oh, Mama Jew, are you still here? Girl, I finished my book. I'm going to use it to flip up this way. So I will see you all soon. I love you. Thank you, April. I'll be hanging out on your channel soon. And you all take good care. Hubby brought me dinner, so I'm gonna sign off and clean up. Have a great night. Love you guys. Bye.